Hey guys, so we're going to be talking about some things in this video, so make sure you guys are watching. It's going to start off with just me talking, and then I'm going to invite Nathan in, so keep on watching. Hey guys, so in light of my birthday coming up in 2 days, I decided to do this video just to kind of talk about like the background of my life. Like, I feel like on my channel I've never actually came out and really talked about myself. The video after this I'm probably going to do the all about me video, but for now I'm just going to talk a little bit about some things that people have constantly asked me. I've done 3 pregnancy journeys on this channel, I believe, and yeah, on with my second pregnancy I did like the full week by week thing. My third pregnancy I did like a week by week thing kinda, and then my last pregnancy I didn't do anything because there was just so much going on in our lives. We did move across the country, some things like that, but I'll talk about that also in another video. So yeah, so the reason why you guys probably clicked this video is because I'm going to be talking about being 22 with 4 children. So yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, I don't really know how to like start this or like what to talk about, but yeah, I am 22. In 2 days I'll be 23. The ages of my children are 5, 4, 1, and 4 going on 5 months. Yeah, so I'm of course obviously like I'm a young mom and things like that. People always ask like how is it being a young mom? Since I've been a mom for quite a while now, it's kind of like second nature. There's nothing like, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, since I've been doing it for such a long time, it's just kind of my life now, so it's not like anything crazy to me, I think. So yeah, I am married. I got married, actually got married in high school. I will be making a video about that too, so if you're interested in seeing how that has gone, subscribe. We got married, and then like I think we found out like a month after we got married that we were expecting our second child when I was a freshman in college. So yeah, and then when I was going into junior year, I think I started expecting my third child. Yeah, so that's kind of our life. We were undergrad students with kids and things like that. By the grace of God, we got through all of this. I'm actually pre-med. I'm attempting to become a doctor, I like to say. But yeah, so that's kind of our life a little bit, just kind of like a little glimpse. So yeah, I love being a mom. I am happy with being a mom. I always get asked like how we do it and things like that. I can't even like, there's like no book or anything that I've read, or there's just nothing. All I can say is just be strong and just, I don't know what to say. I am very fortunate enough to have an amazing husband and an amazing partner this whole time. Just raising children, it's just so much easier with having a partner. I don't, of course I'm not saying it's bad not to have a partner if you don't have a partner, you know, but I just don't know how I would have been able to do this without having a husband. Let me bring my husband in, actually. Alright, so this is my husband, and he is
23.
Yeah, so he's 23, I'm 22, and so yeah, so like I said, we have 4 kids. I was bringing you in to ask you how you felt about just being young with having, like, your perspective on being our age with how many kids we have.
I feel like having kids young has its own set of like challenges and everything, but I also feel like everybody has like a different timing, and everybody's clock for what they do in their life starts differently. Ours just have to start a little bit earlier. Yeah, I mean, it's really it's tough because you do miss out on some things, but it's been really rewarding. I'm thinking like talking to my dad like he's an empty nester, and like we're about to be an empty nester, and it's like he's talking about how great it is that like for him, because him and my mom like were friends way before like they had kids and everything.
And also today is their
anniversary,
their 26th year anniversary, yep. And they get married around the same time we get married. So like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. So go.
Yeah, no, and I feel like that'll be really cool, like to explore that part of our life because we haven't had it in so long.
But our experience has been a very positive one. Like you said, it's very rewarding for us with how we had our kids and things like that. We had them while we were in college. I mean, I'm still in college, but having them in college was definitely not a walk on the beach or anything like that, but we definitely got through it, you know.
It made us more resourceful, you know. Do it. I feel like you need a support system, and I don't know. Our support, like we figured out how to get things that we needed. You know, using a lot of different avenues, whatever.
Like yeah, and like our community was really like the community we were in when because we were in Bloomington, Indiana, and that was really a great community for I feel like starting off. Like there was so many resources. And things like that. Unfortunately, there wasn't like any like family housing specifically, but it was just so much help out there. Like there was stuff dedicated for people who weren't doing that well, you know, that were struggling basically because we were struggling, you know. So yeah, it was just such a great community. I feel like, yeah.
I just feel like it made us have to work really hard to have not that much. So now that like we're starting to have more and more and more, it's like, you know, we can make the most of it, like even to a greater extent now because, you know, we always did so much with so little. You know?
We've been very blessed. I think I'm very happy that we've had our kids, even though, you know, our fourth pregnancy, my last pregnancy, I wasn't super happy at all to be pregnant again because I just felt like it came so quick, especially right after the third one, and I was just like no, like I was literally devastated, but I'm really happy that, you know, we have each one and they're all here. Yeah, no, I love being a parent, and like our kids are just so smart and like adventurous and things like that. So it's just been fun. Like, and that's another thing. Like they always say, like when you're a parent's young and things like that, like you miss out on a lot of things. See, like we've missed out on. I feel like we still travel like a ton. Like we probably need to like slow down, but we travel all the time with all of our kids.
They've been everywhere and they remember doing this and that. It's really cool to have a lot of memories at different places, and I hope they can hang on to those things and like, you know, that they won't be thinking about how, you know, their dad or mom was in school at the time that they were, you know, kids or whatever. But they'll be thinking about what they were doing, and they were always doing things. So like we didn't miss out. I feel like we didn't miss out on anything as far as being a parent, you know.
So, there's a bug in my window right now, and it's like the creepiest looking bug I've ever seen, so I keep looking over. But yeah, we're still trying to reach our dreams and stuff. Like we didn't put our dreams on hold or anything like that. But yeah, but that's another benefit of us being married is that, you know, we're working with each other and we're pushing each other, you know, just so we can be better people to not just for our children, but for us as well.
And we have like, what's great about being married, but it doesn't happen like with all marriages. I think our marriage is kind of special in that we acknowledge that everybody in the family has their season. Like, you know, like right now, you know, I feel like this is my wife's season. Like, my season was a long time, I feel like, and it was, and you know, I was being pushed by my wife and my family. And, you know, my kids are a great motivation for me to get whatever I had to get. And obviously I'm still growing and still pursuing what I'm pursuing, but everything is in place for me to continue to do that. And
now it's in place as well, so that now that I can move forward as well,
exactly.
too. Because when we were both in school at the exact same time, it was very hard. Like, our schedules just constantly clashed. Like, it was nothing. Like, no matter how hard we tried to get everything on, like, one page, it just something was always off. And then since he was also an athlete in college, so when he was an athlete, it was just like, that was another thing that was just
tough.
So
like
hard. Now it's like, then I decided, okay, well, I'm just going to put off on what I'm doing so that he can excel and just do great. And, like, we're not in competition with each other. So that's what I see in a lot of relationships. They're in competition on who's doing what. Ever since we started, even when we were just dating, it was like we've always wanted the best for each other. So it wasn't like, oh, who's doing this now? And, you know, it never has been that.
I feel like what she has to do is a lot like more arduous of a journey, like a tougher journey than what I had to do. Like right now, I mean, I'm doing okay and we're doing okay, but when she gets done with what she's doing, like, you know, we'll be at a different level. So like, it takes a lot more support
Yeah. So I guess the question everyone wants to know is, are we done having kids? Are we going to keep having kids? Things like that. So it's still a big question. Like I honestly, like, my plan when I was pregnant with my last child was, my plan was for me to get my tubes tight and for him not to get a vasectomy, so we could just be like done with life, you know. And then
overkill, super kill it.
Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, I don't know. It's weird because I keep getting like baby fever, which I know that sounds insane, but it's still we might have a fifth kid. We're still kind of juggling that, but for right now, I know that I need to finish school, and things like that first, because I'm still undergrad. I need to at least become a grad student and then think about that. But we'll talk about that in another video too, if you guys want to know like how we do our natural family planning. But so another thing I wanted to do was adopt, because there are so many children, I feel like, that really need like families, things like that. There are so many children that are in the system that are just in the system, you know, and it's just like, I mean, of course we can just keep having kids and have like 1 million kids and that are our own, but I feel like it would be really special if we went out and, you know, got a child that's already in the foster system. Or we would want to do this though once we get completely,
sure everything is good with us.
Yeah, like I'm already graduated college and I'm, you know, good, and then I want my kids to be older as well, so that we're not bringing in kids when they need so much attention still right now too. So like when they're all a little bit older, maybe when our youngest is like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 or something, and then we just decide to, you know, adopt. But yeah, that's definitely something that we want to do. Someone's life. Yeah.
So that's what it's about. It's not really about us, you know. So like, it's not about we want kids and we want to have as many kids and Philip. No, it's just about you know, our responsibility as like human beings. Say like we want to help, or it's easy to donate and give money to something and close your eye. You know, it's another thing to like actually walk through someone's life and just be there as like a mentor. And I mean, you know, being a parent is like a special thing, and like not everybody has that you know. And we have parents that are like really involved in our life, and not everybody has had that, even, you know, people who grew up with their parents. So
yeah.
It would be nice to leave that type of lasting impression on somebody who could, you know, potentially like make the world a better place or whatever, you know. And
so yeah, that was our video. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys thumbs it up, subscribe. We will have a lot more talks like this. This was just my first, like, to open up you guys to our lives, because I just never really talk about stuff like this. Also, like I said, I will be doing a all about us video, even though it's kind of late in my YouTube game to be doing that video, but I'll do that video so that you guys can know a little bit more about us. Our anniversary is coming up, so we will talk about basically how it was getting married in high school and things like that. So make sure you guys subscribe so you guys can get some good stuff. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, thank you guys for following our life.
Yeah.
You know, like those videos and stuff, and watch them all. Watch them to the end.
Watch them all.
If you didn't hear this, you didn't watch to the end.
No, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe.